I think my defenses are pretty good. That's what I think that's happening here. They can't even kiss the walls right now. So you know what? Yes, I am fairly good, alright? Let me go back to my braggadocious self. I think we did a fairly good job here. Yo, alright everybody, we are here today circling back to the Riftbreaker to check out the brand new expansion titled
Metal Terror.
Now, Metal Terror takes place on a previously unexplored biome in the world of the Riftbreaker. And brand new biome can only mean brand new enemies, brand new buildings, brand new technologies, brand new...
Get on with it! Yes! Get on with it!
Well, I think you get the picture. More content equaling to several more hours on your campaign. Now, it should be noted that all the new content in Metal Terror will be available in survival and sandbox mode for all of those who own the Riftbreaker, but if you want to experience it in your story and campaign modes, you do so only by purchasing Metal Terror. So down below in the description, I will have two links available for you. The first will be our main attraction here today, which is the Metal Terror DLC. Additionally, I have a link for you for the Riftbreaker base game, which is currently on sale through July 25th on Steam. Yo, alright everybody, let's go ahead and get to it, huh? So, right now we're starting off in...
I've been tracking strange behavior within Galatea's asteroid belt. One of the smaller objects that have been orbiting the planet has recently changed its trajectory.
What have I ever done to make you treat me so disrespectfully?
As I was trying to say before Mr. Riggs here rudely interrupted me. We're in the base here, the type of base you're kind of accustomed to here in the regular base game. But in order to trigger the Metal Terror DLC, there is... Oh, you see how this in particular one isn't fiery red as we're accustomed to? That right there is our sign from the Metal Terror biome. So in order to access the Metal Terror
The
DLC...
meteorite has landed near our position. I am detecting increased radiation in a very broad emission spectrum. That was not a typical rock.
Soon I will kill you.
Okay, we have arrived at the location. Unfortunately, they're not going to make it easy for me because... obviously, Falcon's here to do something, so everybody's going to interrupt this process
The
here.
meteorite created a vast crater. The ground has a strange blue glow in this place. Is this throwing
Indeed.
off radiation?
That's possible. I am receiving conflicting readings. Ashley, please move closer to the center of the crater and use the geoscanner to gather more data from the debris.
Okay, suddenly you're not going to go into an hour-long soliloquy there, Mr. Riggs? Alright, fine. So I was going to be like, oh, go kill something meanwhile he speaks, but... let's do a little geoscanner here.
Okay, is this enough?
Yes, our initial planetary scans have mapped a large valley that looks like an ancient impact crater on one of the continents. Its resonance spectrum indicated large quantities of heavy metals. This area does not seem to contain any resources that are required to construct the rift station, so it was not marked as important.
The meteor that landed here must be a fragment of some larger object that collided with Galatea a long time ago, and as a result, created that crater. Mr. Riggs, can you chart rift jump coordinates to that metallic valley?
Affirmative, Ashley.
And here we go.
Ooh, Toto, we're not at Kansas anymore.
Rift jump successful. Radiation is above normal, but within safety limits.
Amazing. This place looks like a completely different planet. The plants and rocks look like they've been fused with the heavy metals that are so abundant here.
I am detecting regular dark energy wave pulses. It is difficult to assess where they originate from. I need some time to gather more readings.
Okay, Mr. Riggs. In the meantime, we can walk around and explore the area.
Oh, yes, we can. Listen to that background, though. That background music. Wow, 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 wow. All right. Anyway, this place is indeed quite metal. Oh, I know. I slay myself sometimes. So we gotta have scout the area while Mr. Riggs gathers some data. So as I mentioned before everything went down, I want to focus this video a bit more on the actual story, gameplay, the combat, and stuff like that. Because in the very first video we did was kind of mostly just kind of base building, setting everything up and stuff like that. So let's actually have a little bit of fun here with the combat. We have, as I've mentioned, brand new enemies. These guys are like, instead of like mud golems, they're like, you know, weird liquid metal golem dudes. They kind of almost remind me of like the form of the mimic tier from Elden Ring. You know, if you use the Elden Ring Mimic tier, by the way, you didn't really beat the game. Just an FYI for you. I mean, if you summon in general, you didn't really beat the game. Again, sorry to break it to you, but that's just kind of how it goes. Are you guys ready? Oh yeah, resistant to fire. No surprise there. So right now we're gonna mess around with these dudes. Meanwhile, just because we're waiting for Riggs to do his thing. Although I do believe we might have to actually go and find something, but we'll do that after these guys go kablooey and they melt down. There it is, perfect. Now these guys right here, get used to these flyers.
Are these dragonflies? They have metallic wings and reinforced carapaces, but the majority of their bodies is organic. This is very odd.
Watch out for this species, Ashley. It looks very aggressive and can fly over terrain obstacles.
That right there is very important, what Mr. Riggs just said. Can fly over terrain obstacles, so I like to normally set my bases up, you know, around, like, say, marshes to slow down enemies, around, basically, big gorge, so enemies can't necessarily get through them because of the big rift or the canyon in between you and your, say, your research center, your research lab, your main base, right? But because these guys are flyers, they can easily fly over big gaps now, so if you are like me and you build using the environment to your advantage, these guys are going to make life a little bit of a living hell for you, unfortunately. So just as I've mentioned, we need to start setting up a base for all that stuff, but I'm waiting for Riggs to gather data. There he is, right on time.
Patterns. There are at least a few strong emitters within this area. I have
This
marked
area.
the location of the strongest one on your map. We should go there first.
2 hours later.
Mr. Riggs, you definitely sent me in the most enemy-filled area imaginable. Here we go. Close, nearby.
Look at these structures. These aren't natural. They must have been made by an advanced civilization. I can even see some wreckage. Are these remnants of an ancient native civilization, or has someone visited this planet before us? This raises so many questions.
Ashley, this is a very significant discovery. It could change the classification of our entire mission to Galatea 37. We need to conduct a thorough analysis of these objects. You know the procedures.
I know. Secure the area. Construct a research station near the archaeological site. Assess if the find poses any threat to the expedition.
This right here that we have would have been such a good deterrent, but again, these guys fly, so if anything, it just makes it more open to me. This is actually very annoying, because normally had we had this here on our side, and they wouldn't be able to fly, I could just set up a fence through here. Perfect. This is already locked down. They can't cross through here, obviously, because of the big gorge. All we really had to do was just put another shield down through here, another fence down through here, and be fine. So I'm a little bit perturbed. Because this is going to make it a bit more difficult for us. What I mentioned, this is supposed to be more difficult. So let's get to it here as soon as possible. We'll do something. Is this even... I don't know about this one, Doug. I'm going to try it, but I'm not too crazy about it. The problem is, you know, since I'm recording right now, time is of the essence. I can't sit here and knock my brain over and try to play big brain here. Well, you guys are like, what's this guy doing? Is he having an aneurysm? Is he standing by? It's like, no, I'm thinking. Unfortunately, I think I just stand still and I don't move for a while. Some people say I look lifeless, but that's besides the point. Followed up like this. Ugh. Big empty field. Better safe than sorry. Okay, boys. So, are we looking nice and circled about? Doors, you're saying? Don't even worry about doors just yet. We'll set the doors afterwards. We need to plug this up. And after we plug that up, is that an opening right there? No. Okay, so we need to plug up this little corner, and then that's it.
2 hours later.
Alright, so quite a few hours later, as you can probably imagine. I will spare you the entire building process here, but I got something set up that's acting pretty good. It's going to probably help us out quite a bit. We got our turrets over here, we got long distance boys as well, we're covering our edges. I think this should be fun. More importantly, we got enough power running to maintain this. As you can see, this is a very big energy hog that I got happening right now, but we got plenty of wind turbines. Essentially, I miscalculated the size of the base, how I wanted it to be, in comparison to everything I needed to actually power up everything. So this isn't really, like, I would say, like, the most, beneficiary when it comes to, like, being efficient. but at least for now, I think it should be fine. So, let's actually set down our research station now and continue here with our DLC.
The research station is under construction. I'm detecting movement in the planet's orbit.
Oh, are you
This
now?
cannot be a coincidence.
No,
we
of course
should
not.
prepare to defend this site.
This doesn't
Gee.
look well. If something is purposefully controlling objects in the sky, then we might be dealing with an active presence of an alien civilization. I'm starting to get worried about this.
Don't worry, Ashley. Get
Oh, I am
prepared.
worried. Oh, I am worried. I'm getting prepared as I kind of already am, but I am indeed worried. Because as I mentioned, these guys don't play around. It's coming out from this side. Gotta tell you, I'm pretty sure these are the
New
boys.
technology has been developed. New blueprints are available for crafting.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Be bouncing off the wall. This is for me to come inside and for you guys to leave. Okay, we're good. Alright. That wasn't it? Couldn't have been it, right? Felt too easy. I mean, I know I have a fairly decent defense, I gotta say, for what's happening here, but I don't think it was that great. Oh, but the big skull! The big skull is gone. That big angry man is still around again. Hold on. Let me find out what's up with Angry Man. He's very slow, though. He resists to that. Alright. You want to resist things, do you? Luckily for us, my lance pierces and it also slows down. So, you know, he's not going to make it through us. Kind of a long, tedious process, but you know what? I think I'm going to win eventually. Bring that ass down! Okay, let's go. Fire doesn't work here. We need our lobber for sure. Alright, fairly good. I mean, I'm surprised that was the horde they sent my way. It just felt a little bit too easy. This is not even me bragging. I know I'm a braggadocious feller sometimes, but normally... Oh, okay, here we got... Flying meteor, that's fine. But we have another horde coming up on this side. Let's take a little gander. What happens if I don't do something, you're asking, right? Last time, you know, I was involved in it. If I talked about how I enjoy how great this game is optimized, like all the stuff going on the screen and like the performance is redonkulous. Ooh. I think my defenses are pretty good. That's what I think that's happening here. They can't even kiss the walls right now. They can't even kiss them. Those guys are trying to, you know, basically range us from afar, but no. I got range too, my friends. Yeah, no, I think that was the horde. We just did a really good job of defending against it. So you know what? Yes, I am fairly good. All right, now let me go back to my braggadocious self. I think we did a fairly good job here. Yes, meanwhile, that finishes up. We'll do a little bit of drilling right now. Back in the old days. Oh, another swarm? Come on, you're too late, buddy. Research is done. You've lost.
The research station has finished analyzing the alien artifacts.
Oh, we need mud?
These structures were indeed created by an advanced civilization. They are old, but they're too young to be of native origin. They're composed of very dense, heavy element alloys. The wreckage in front of the tall alien pillars appears to be some kind of a pump or a refinery. It has visible intake valves, and we found traces of morphium inside.
Don't mind me.
This liquid
Discussing
behaves in a
rip in time and
similar
space
way
as
to
we
the
know it.
meteorite debris that we analyzed near our HQ. It
Oh, that's
is
awesome.
a mixture of heavy element atoms that rapidly change state and morph interchangeably into lighter or heavier elements.
How is this liquid stable? Why doesn't it explode? We've never seen anything like this.
Our sensors cannot explain these phenomena. However, we are detecting dark energy wave emissions from this liquid.
Dark matter and dark energy are just vague terms that we use to describe unknown forms of both. That means that there's something more inside or around the liquid that we cannot see or interact with. That's probably the thing that drives and stabilizes these morphing reactions. I propose we call this substance morphium.
A fitting name. It looks like there is a pool of morphium nearby. Maybe this wreckage was initially connected to it.
That would make sense. Let's connect it back and see what happens.
But wait!
Well, that's going to be a little bit of a problem now, isn't it? Considering everything in the way. Alright, so I guess let's see here. Let's do turbines. Sure. Can you guys keep it down over there? I know you're defending the base, but you know, can you do it a bit more quieter as I'm trying to think here, you know? This big juicy brain of mine needs all the silence in the world to make it happen. So that's fine right there. Let's go to you and sell and sell. Okay, that's perfect. We'll run the line through there. Luckily, I left this like gap just to kind of break off the burn turbine point with the AI cores. But in reality, it worked out pretty good because, in a way, that's going to be our little pipeline to that. Now, are you going to be in the way, I wonder? Not sure. Well, let's connect the pipes first and then we'll do the water pump over there. Or the liquid pump, I should say. So let's go through here. And you're going to be running down through this side like so. Oh, I'm going to lose the power core right there, huh? That's fine. We'll just build another one here quickly. So we'll run you through there. Then you'll come through this side. And we'll hook them like so. Sure. And then we'll go up and go through there. Perfect. I can walk through this still, which is great. Again, we lost power right here, but that's fine. Let's go ahead and put down just a little core right through there. Yeah, buddy. Okay. Everything's online there, right? Perfect. Making sure I haven't cut off any sort of, like, a very important lifeline for us here. Oh, we're good? Well, let's go do a little fix in here. Autobots deploy. It's so good. Ah, it's all good. Okay, approach the alien structure, fine. I mean, I was looking at the onslaught that we're causing over there, but that's okay. I guess we'll do this.
It's working. What is it doing?
Ooh.
The ground is being covered with metal plates. They're replicating.
The barrier that was guarding the entrance to the crater has just been assimilated by that metal surface.
Was that a gate left here on purpose?
The dark energy emissions are coming from within that crater.
Let's go inside. The structures inside
Too late
this
for that.
crater are amazing. They are very old and damaged, but they give me the feeling as if they could come back to life at any moment.
The dark energy readings are strongest at the center of this crater. Something powerful was here, but there is not much left.
These aliens must have been able to manipulate unknown forms of dark matter and dark energy. The morphium liquid looks like some kind of power source. It provides both matter and energy to their structures. Would it be possible to replicate some of this technology without fully understanding how it works?
Yes. The research station scanned the alien structure thoroughly, and our printer drones can replicate it with minor modifications. If we connect it to a morphium pipeline, it will operate.
So that's actually quite impressive that we essentially could negate everything that we're familiar with, the AI cores, the hardcore power systems, with the liquid here that this over here produces. I mean, you could easily simplify your basis with that. Sounds really amazing. Alright, well, let's see. We should build an outpost apparently as well, but, yeah, I could do that, but I mean, I already spent a lot of time off camera building this entire thing. Of course, I probably have to build a much smaller one now, but that's fine. Let's actually go instead check out, as I mentioned, I wanted to focus more on the story stuff. Let's check out, I guess we'll go towards a strong signal emitter, right? You guys don't really want to fight, do you? Yeah, it seems like you're busy apparently gobbling the earth and, like, you know, digesting it, so that's fine, you keep doing that. You guys, unfortunately, will be aggressive no matter what, so let's, lob a couple of them at you. Oh, you saw that bouncing? That right there is what we call a trick shot. Okay. Let's go, that's Angry Man. Oh, here's Predator. See, Predator comes from far away to get you. Like, this guy really, really hates you. Are we cool, dog, if I just move through here, or are we gonna have to fight? Sizing me up or what? Swing, dog. See what happens. Nah, he's good. He's fine. Yeah? He's a little angry, you know, he basically saw him, he postured up, he saw it didn't flinch, and he was like, ah, you know what, I can't mess with this dude.
The dark energy emissions are coming from inside this crater, but the entrance is blocked by the same type of structures that were present near the alien Morphium Tower wreckage.
Right.
Can we rift jump inside there?
No. The energy field in that crater is too strong. It could scramble us.
Okay, we wouldn't want that. Maybe we should place our own Morphium Tower near this barricade to remove it.
That would be logical.
Okay. Morphium Tower, right? So, I guess we'll do this here. I mean, hope this is fine enough. Okay, so we have found some over here. So I guess we're gonna have to line, or at least run a pipeline through here. You guys aren't gonna be sizing me up like the other dudes. You definitely want to go down, but I mean, that's fine. I imagine if I set myself up over here, you guys will probably eat my pipeline or something. We can't have that happening. It's bad for business, you know? Okay, so let's go into build mode here, and we need little pumpers. Pumpers through here. It's gonna be kind of out in the open. I hope we don't get any hordes through this side. They leave this part alone. And for now, we're gonna have to run like so. Take a, well, I guess you could twist and turn as you need, right? I'm hoping this is fine. How's it going, buddy? I'm just hanging out, you know, doing my thing here. I'm just setting up a pipeline, you know. Doesn't have to be anything more than it is. Just a pipeline, you know, just human doing business here. Trying to exploit your planet, your biome. That's what we do. Oh, you're not gonna connect there? Are you serious? There it is. Oh, it angered him. No, don't do it. Don't do it. You madman. This thing set off an electrical thing that angered this dude. He was fine until, you know, we angered him. You know, I can't even blame him. That was basically this thing, this rebel without a cause over here that felt that he needed to shock this poor alien dude that I had was slowly, you know, starting to build a little bit of a bond with him, you know? We were friends. Okay, we're good now? Yeah. Leave the pipelines alone. I mean, we technically did already open it up, so there is that, but whatever.
This appears to be another piece of alien wreckage. We can extract some useful technology from it.
Things didn't go well for them on this planet. Was it the local fauna that destroyed them? Are we going to suffer the same fate? We're aliens, just like they were.
That is not probable, Ashley. An advanced civilization with such sophisticated technology would not be threatened by the primitive creatures that we've encountered on this planet.
The local creatures are quite a threat to us, and I'm sure we haven't seen everything this planet has to offer. And if the local fauna didn't destroy them, then what did?
They could have been destroyed by natural disasters, or they could have been destroyed by another civilization, or they could have destroyed themselves.
Okay,
the human route.
There's no point in speculating. Let's search for more information.
So let's try the Morphium Tower here in hopes that this will indeed remove that for us. And then we'll run the pipeline right from it. But here, I mean, could you be a little bit nicer about it? Okay, thank you. There he goes. Is that gonna work? I think that should work, right? Yeah. Oh, look what this is what I meant about you guys being more efficient with your building. You scumbags. Like, the moment I saw it pushing too close, I was like, I feel like I'm gonna have a trouble here, and well, guess what happened? Trouble. So that did open up that perfect. Weak sauce signal.
What happened here? It looks like these rocks melted from intense heat.
That is possible, Ashley. The object in the center of this area is still sending out strong energy emissions, and whatever happened here must have happened a long time ago.
Oh, you're new boys.
Something was destroyed here. Maybe we can create something useful from this
Mr.
wreckage.
Riggs?
Is this an
Mr. Riggs?
ancient battlefield?
Under warning. Unknown threat incoming.
Yeah, no kidding.
A building has been destroyed.
Tower destroyed.
Oh, what tower? Oh, out here, not on my base, right? No. It's these guys that are coming back. Okay. I was like, I thought my base was secure.
What was that? I don't see how this could be a mutated local species. And they ambushed us here. I don't think these ancient aliens are dead. And I don't think they like us. We have to find out if there are more of them on this planet.
I agree, Ashley.
Sure, they blow.
An advanced hostile civilization could threaten our mission and all of humanity if it could possess control of the Rift Station.
Let's jump back over here. And my boys, how you doing over here? Perfect defenses, right? Oh, of course, I could leave you here for centuries and you'll be fine. Self-sufficient power. I'm gonna wrap it up here for this one. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed. This has been the Riftbreaker Metal Terror DLC. As I've mentioned, this is part of the story that we're doing right here. So in order to play all this part, you would need the DLC itself. Again, as I've mentioned, some of the elements of this, like the technologies, the buildings.
Hostile creatures are closing in on our base. Prepare for an attack.
Okay, I will. Don't worry about it. Relax. You're always on edge. But in order to, so you could use this stuff in survival and sandbox mode, but in order to use it in your campaigns and story mode, you do need the DLC, as I mentioned. So down below in the description, as I mentioned, I'll have 2 links for you. The base game, which is currently on sale through the 25th on Steam, and Metal Terror DLC, obviously, as well. Link down below in the description in case you enjoyed it, want to pick it up for yourselves, or wishlist it for later, however you guys see fit. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, however. I'll catch you next time.